Well, hello. I'm James Husey, and welcome to another exciting installment of Modern Film. You know, few experiences are as universal as teen romance and athletic competition. One film that truly engrosses both of these in their plot and subtext is the 1999 cult hit, Bring It On.
Universal story? Yeah, a universal story of whitewashing.
This movie is about segregation. It's so racist that Gabrielle Union's character's name is ISIS. That's like naming Eliza Dushku's character Child Killer. Also, this movie is about white people just paying off black people for their art. It's essentially the Pat Boone story.
And who is Pat Boone?
You know Tutti Frutti?
I do. Wow. It makes sense that this is as white as it is, given the school. There are no people of color at this school. It's located in San Diego. Guys, if you haven't looked at the demographics of San Diego recently, it's more Latino than Mexico. There are no people of color anywhere, not even on the sports teams. The sports teams. You expect me to believe that there's a whole team of people playing sports in America and there are no black people? I can only suspend my disbelief so much. And they do a cheer that's essentially, no, not essentially, it is.
That's all right, that's okay, you're gonna pump our gas someday.
Guys, you're not supposed to celebrate white privilege. You're supposed to feel really bad about it, not shout it in the other team's face. And what's worse? The boyfriend.
The first one?
The first one.
Yeah.
The male cheerleader boyfriend.
Because we ain't talking shit about Jesse Bradford.
Jesse Bradford's pretty on point. I'm saying I feel a little gross about this, but if he were 18, I'd probably date him today. Guys, he's so white, it's offensive to black people. Take a look.
Come on, Tor. Can't mac on you in front of the parentals. Bye-bye!
I am offended.
Also, this movie has a scene where Kristen Dunst is basically trying to buy off Gabrielle Union's character, and when she's buying them off, in the background, Gabrielle Union's squad is looking like an R&B group.
Why is that?
Because they are an R&B group. Black, with a Q. And one of their names is...
LaFred.
That's not a name.
Why?
Because I don't even know. I've met black people named La Bamba. I've never met a LaFred. That's not a name.
I think a white person was standing there like, what sounds black-ish? Guys, Gabrielle Union is clearly 27 in this entire film. It's another example of how white people cannot tell how old black people are. Like, James, how old am I?
18?
Exactly. And in the scene, the way that they have the women talking, they speak the way no black people have ever spoken in the history of the world outside of this film and the Disney Channel. There's more head movement in that scene. They would have brain injuries. They wouldn't be able to cheer at all.
This is Gabrielle Union's squad.
Except Gabrielle Union, who speaks exactly like Kirsten Dunst. There's no continuity there. And this film is so white that to teach them how to dance, they hire an even whiter person. That means there were no black people within a 1,000-mile radius that they could call in.
I could throw a rock in any neighborhood and I'll find a black choreographer.
What I do like about this movie, it is the crash of 1999, where even though they've been shitty the whole time, the white team is redeemed. And, you know, they got their punishment. They got to be second place in the Nationals.
Which goes to show, if you're white and you steal from black people, at least you'll still come out somewhat unscathed. And also, why is it a black team named Clovers? I don't know any black people that love Clovers, okay? And have you seen the sequels? They go from Gabrielle Union to Solange Knowles. It's like going from Prince to Mystical, R.I.P.
Is Mystical dead?
Prince.
Oh, right.
And in the third and fourth sequel, they straight up just get rid of black people. And another thing, there's a scene in this movie where they have a 2-minute sequence of just white people brushing their teeth. What do they say? Black people don't brush their teeth?
That's how they flirt in this movie. They flirt via teeth brushing. That's the whitest thing I've ever heard.
This movie is racist.
But some of the cheers are kind of dope. Some of the cheers are all right.
So we give this movie 2 out of 5 Mackay Pfeiffers.